Hi and good morning. Thank you for stopping by. This is Kathy with Plan Happy with Me. And if you think that these last two videos were the same, they're not, because this one is my book journal. Now, I'm not a big reader. These people that read 150 books a year, I'm like, oh my gosh, how in the world do you even have time to do that? Well, my daughter explained to me that, Mom, a lot of those books are 200, 250 pages, and if you're listening to them on audio, they're like 12 to 15 hours. I'm like, what? So, anyways, I decided I was going to track the books and the movies that I read or watch. Actually, I'm doing audiobooks because I need something to keep me occupied when I'm driving an hour to work each way. So I'm listening, not reading. But I still want to be able to put my thoughts about the book and if I liked it or whatever. So this is my reading journal. And I like a title page. You're going to see that even in my other books. I like a title page. So I chose for reading journal black and white as my yearly theme because the covers of the book are so colorful. I didn't want it to clash with any color I chose for that month. Then this is my bookshelf. This is the books that I read, and I color coded I'm just going to color code them. So how many did I read in January will be gray. February will be this color, and these are Tombow markers, and I put down the number on the marker, and when I'm done, I'll just erase that. And then this is my check these out page. A lot of people call this maybe, I wouldn't even call this a TBR. This is basically books that I hear are really good, and this is where I'm going to mark them down. And I actually have quite a few pages here because I can't keep up with the fast that they announce these books, so I'm just going to write them down and decide later if they're ones I really want to read. Now, this page is what I'm really interested in keeping track of. So many series now are multi-books, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. And I can't keep track of what book is what, and they don't name it like Harry Potter 1 or Harry Potter 2. It's a whole different name of a book. So I need to keep track of what I have read in that series. And so what I'm going to do is write the name of the series, and then I'm just going to put dots here as how many books are in the series, and then just check it off when I've read that book. And then this is my Hall of Fame. This is the book that I like the best in January, and so on. And then I don't know if I'm just going to fill this in with something or if that's going to be my book of the year yet. I don't really think there's going to be a book of the year for me because unless there's one that's so outstanding that I just can't stop thinking about it, I don't see that for me. And even picking the best one of each month, I don't know. We'll see. Right now, if I was to choose the book, I only read 3 books in December, and if I was to choose one of those, it would be Brimstone, would be my favorite for that month. Then I decided to do challenges. Now, this was where it was like, Kathy, you're taking on too much. But honestly, I'm not really concerned about completing the challenge. I want to broaden my horizons about what I read. And so this is how I'm doing it. And she's called the Jellyfish Journal. She's I think a 3rd grade teacher. I really like her ideas. Some of her pages are different for me, but I love her ideas. And so this is her journal. And then we have the Buzzword Journal. And here again, this was just 12 and she only had 15. So I felt like this was something that would encourage me to try something out of my comfort zone, something I might not consider to read. I'm right now reading The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer, and she did the Twilight series. And then this last challenge is a tic-tac-toe or a bingo for the 4 seasons. Here's the guide. It turned out to be a little bigger than I wanted it to be, the challenge of it. But I'm going to, because I didn't want to duplicate the books, but I'm going to duplicate them on this one. So then, excuse me, this is how I'm going to track it for January. I'm always going to have a little window here, and inside that window is going to be a little theme. And then there's always going to be a calendar to tell me what book I read and when I switch to the next book. And that's how I chart the number of books. And then the next pages will just be my review of those books. So basically 2 pages per month, and then however many pages I need for the review. That's simple. On the back side of this book is my movie tracker. Now that's not totally finished, but I wanted to share with you. And then over here it still has the calendar and what I watched. It would also be TV shows. If I watched any TV shows would be on there. And then this would just be my review of those movies or TV shows. And for TV, I'm really thinking about just putting the date and what I did here. If the series happen to have something that I really wanted to remember, a special episode or something, I would probably write a review for that. But I just want to track what I watched. You will see when you see the completed version that I watch a lot of TV and movies. And mostly I have to say that I don't really watch it. It's on in the background as I work, and it's just something for me to have on. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed some ideas that, yes, book journals don't have to be as elaborate as some people make them. I think that's wonderful, but they can be simple and easy too, and still be pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for stopping by. Bye.